But yeah, you're running 8 o'clock in the morning in Australia.
Yeah.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that big time.
No worries.
I'm gonna tell you, like, I definitely would not be doing that if I was in your shoes.
No worries, man. I got actually a little bit of the flu as well, but I wasn't going to cancel.
Damn, dude. How long has that
Yeah, I
been going
know.
for?
Just 2 days.
Okay, so you're almost near the tail end of it.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, it
Okay, but
sucks.
yeah, you've been home for a little bit though, right?
Yeah.
Because you've
Been home
been
for a bit.
touring with Make Them Suffer and some other bands
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
recently, right?
Yeah. We did 5 weeks throughout June. Yeah, it was really good.
Okay, so what do you do when you're at home? Do you do a lot of gaming?
Um,
Do you a lot of
I have a full-time job. I work for a merch company.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so I have a Monday to Friday, but other than that, I just spend time with my fiance and we have a cat. Yeah, honestly, do a bit of gaming here and there. I've actually been playing COD again for the first time in a long time.
You been doing cards?
No, COD, Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, okay.
Yeah, for the first time in a long time.
We talking
Still
like
pretty
Magic
fun.
or what?
No. Just Call of Duty, like the video game. No magic. I collect Pokemon cards though.
Dude, I was legit as a teenager,
Yeah, really.
nationally ranked.
Really?
Yeah, like to the point where I was gonna win a college bond, and
No
then
way. For
yeah, then I
Magic?
lost. Yeah, no, for Pokemon.
No way.
Yeah, and then I lost.
No way.
Yeah,
Do you
man.
have the cards still? Did you keep them?
Ooh, I sold them.
True.
They wouldn't have
When?
been worth much. Like for 2005.
Okay. Back then.
Yeah, I mean the argument was like, oh, it'll be worth all this money, and then like it's not because you touch them and stuff. Right? Yeah, so having to explain to people like, look, the probability of having anything worthwhile is like 1 in a couple million.
Yeah. It's
Because
true.
it's
It's
great.
true.
Yeah. Have you seen like card opening videos online where it's like you try to look for rookie Jordan cards or rookie, whatever,
Mhm.
and then you get it. And it's like, oh no, a spit molecule fell on it,
Yeah.
and now
And
it's
it's like
worth
not a
like
PSA
half.
10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like worth
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
I
seen
can't.
that.
I can't even imagine, dude. That would stress me out so much. Do you ever get stuck
Honestly.
on YouTube and watch like food eating videos?
No, I never have. No. Like mukbangs?
Yeah, or even like just food challenges.
No, I haven't. No.
Yeah, I mean, that's a wild ride. Like I'll get stuck on YouTube and watch like, Beard Meets Food. He's a big fan of the scene. He likes a lot of the bands in this kind
True.
of circle.
Yeah.
It's just wild how like different sections will intersect with each other.
That's crazy. It's like tattoo artists.
Yeah, exactly. It's insane. So you've been working for this merch company for how long or
I worked as a contractor for them for a few years. I was just trying to find a job that would work while I'm touring. So it was just
yeah.
my friends just helping them print their merch and stuff. And then over the years, I guess you kind of develop your skills, I guess, or your reputation. And then your friend refers you to another friend. And then all of a sudden you're making merch for like 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 people. And then the business that I worked for kind of expanded a little bit. And then my boss just hit me up one day and he was like, hey, mate, I just need a full-time person in the office.
Yeah.
And he's like, just out of respect, I'm just going to ask you first. And I was like, cool, give me a couple of days to think about it. And he gave me an offer. And then I said, yeah. And he lets me go on tour still, which is amazing. I can't really say no to that. So,
No, I mean,
yeah.
is that how you've kind of gotten the Justice merch game to where it is right now?
Yeah. It's kind of, because I was a contractor, everything was on me. So if I didn't work, I didn't get paid, essentially. I had like other casual jobs and, working here, there over the years.
Yeah.
And then COVID obviously came along. But then, and then, you find this supplier or you test this garment or you make this piece of merch and then you're like, well, no one really wants to use this. Like, I might as well use it for my own band and just see how it goes. And yeah, that's
It's
pretty
crazy
much
because like
it.
there's other things that like you guys have like a mini basketball hoop for sale. You got air
Yeah.
fresheners.
Yeah.
Has there been other stuff that you've pitched where it's like, yeah, we're not going to do that?
Yeah, there definitely has been, but there's one that I really want to just do for the lols anyway. But yeah, there definitely has been a lot. There's been like I don't know if you know this, but on Amazon, the highest selling item is actually travel adapters.
Okay.
You know, like the ones where it's like a cube and it'll say like UK, AU,
Yeah.
US,
Yeah.
whatever, and you slide it through. It's like one brick. That's the highest selling item other than like AirPods, I think, on Amazon from like 2015 to 2019 or something. My friend used to work at Amazon Australia and it was like just a random stat he told me one day. And I was like, interesting. And then, you
Yeah.
know, when you go travel, you're desperate. You're truly desperate when you want to go overseas. You don't know what to buy. And those ones are the most sold. And I've
Yeah.
always wanted to just do one. I thought it'd be really funny if it was like a Justice one and then it like had our logo on it. And then it was like, you know, order express shipping and it comes the next day. And then it would just be funny. I
No,
actually
I
just
would
thought it'd
love
be
it.
really funny.
Do Amazon benefits translate worldwide, or just specific to Australia? Because like if you're say you're traveling in the States and then you like don't have something, it's like, oh, man, can we just prime it to this venue 2 days out?
In Australia, our Oz Post shipping is actually pretty good. Amazon struggles here, but that's because they didn't do the same amount of branding. If you do express post to a capital city in Australia, you'll get like one to two business days.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. I mean, how much faster you need it, you know?
Exactly. There was a company in Australia that did same day shipping in Sydney. They were called the Iconic. They're like you know, like ASOS, like just
Yeah.
like a clothing store. They
Okay.
they just did same day shipping if you ordered before 12 and it was Oz Post. So they obviously had a deal. They had a deal with Oz Post where they were like, if we pack and the customer pays extra, can you deliver in the same day? And they were like, yeah, it's
Can you
pretty wild.
imagine that? That's
Yeah.
insane.
It's like before Uber, you know, like before
Yeah.
Uber delivery. Like now we have Uber delivery, but before Uber delivery, they used to do that.
Yeah, that's insane though. Like the prospect of like, hey, you order this before noon local time and you're just rushing it out the door by like what, 8 p.m.?
Yeah, yeah, literally.
Like you're
Yeah.
just sprinting, like even doing 2 days, like crazy enough as it is.
Yeah, 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 absolutely.
With like your job, like I'm sure you're doing like merch runs last second too, where it's like, hey, this is selling. We need like a whole another run of this like now. Can you
Yeah.
ship directly to
Mhm.
this venue like quickly?
Yeah, we have it all the time. And it's actually something we're doing right now.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what's moving then. Like you see like what's trending, what's not trending, and like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you
I
know,
see it all.
I've been talking like stuff like you know those like fake plastic swords that you find in like dollar stores.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should see like more like a Justice
Like
plastic sword.
toys.
Yeah, yeah. Like Justice branded swords. Like do
That'd be
you
pretty good.
I don't know how old you are. Do you remember the old Amur boxing gloves?
I think that might be before my
Back in
time.
like it was like from like
Nah,
2007, maybe.
that's crazy.
Yeah, they were selling Amur boxing gloves at one point.
Hey,
It's like,
I
yeah,
would have
wear
been
them in
like,
the pit and like
that's amazing. I would have been like 9 years old then, 10 years old.
yeah, or even like foam fingers.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen foam fingers. Yeah, I have,
Yeah,
but not it's not people don't use foam fingers here. It's not really a thing in like, you know, sport.
yeah.
It's not a thing here in all honesty. I've seen it in America, been because we've been there so many times, but yeah, it's just not a thing here.
Have
Is
you
it
been
from
more than 3 times?
we've been to America for we recorded Pain is Power, we
Mhm.
did tour. Then we did that via Kublai tour. Then we did the distant tour. Then we did Chamber.
Yeah, because I knew you did the Zyar and then Chamber and then the Kublai Khan run.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, then, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that had been crazy too. Like just the exposure on like you know as an opener, just giving people a taste of like what to expect.
Yeah, it was great. That tour was amazing.
And I love that because like there's other bands that come from overseas or it's like, oh, let's just headline. Bad
Yeah,
idea.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we don't I don't think we could, in
Yeah,
all honesty. Maybe like a couple cities, but
yeah.
it wouldn't make sense because of the flights.
Oh
It
my god,
just
they're so expensive.
we would just lose so much money. Yeah.
Yeah, talking with Wind Waker, and they were like, "Yeah, it is. We're like in the red, just the whole tour."
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, we just got offered a European tour and we didn't decline.
Mhm.
We just asked for more money. And it wasn't really like a, hey, we think, you know, we're worth like this amount, like, you know, pay us this amount. It was more kind of like, hey, like if we accept this tour, like on day one, I'm 17 grand in the hole.
Which
Yeah, which
That's
is
untenable.
yeah, yeah, and of course you have merch sales and all of those things, and the tour is great exposure. You make money at home, which
Yeah.
is I'm just gonna keep it honest, but it's just not like almost being $20,000 in the hole on day one is like not a thing that you can like sustain forever. You can do it once or twice. You can be like, oh, I've never been to America before, or
Yeah.
never been to Europe before, and you can do it. But that's pretty much every Australian band.
Yeah. I mean,
No joke. Unless they're like Die Art headlining North Lane.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Amity had to grind for years.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
That
Amity had
was
to
much
grind
before
for
my time.
yeah, they had to grind for years before they were doing well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's a band that hustled hard.
Yeah, they've been going for like 20 years,
Mhm.
like
I
15,
mean,
20.
rightfully so. I mean, Parkway too,
Yeah. Yeah, 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 absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, touring the States though is difficult, even with like tour support from the label. I mean,
Mm.
are they giving you guys any sort of like tour support to kind of get you guys through or
Our label in Australia, Grayscale, shout
yeah.
out Grayscale, we are only signed to them in Australia, and Japan and New Zealand. Worldwide, we're actually independent. It's an independent release. So we
Yeah.
don't actually have a label overseas that's actually gunning for us at all.
Really? No one's
Yeah.
been banging down your door then?
Before we released the album, we had a couple. I would say a few, but more like a couple of labels and offers.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't, just don't think it was the right decision
Yeah.
for us financially, because it's a little bit, like music is music until it's not,
It's a
and
business.
then, yeah, until like a label head comes in, a lawyer comes in, and they hand you like a 15-sheet contract, and you're like, dude, I cup the mic. I don't want to be reading all of this BS. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, sometimes the deals just aren't good. But in all fairness, I will also say, like, we basically had like 2 years off.
Yeah.
We did tour, but we didn't release any music. So it's like a bit of a momentum shift. So it's kind of like riding this wave, and then the wave kind of like came down a little bit, and we kind of plateaued at the bottom. And then you kind of like just work your way like slowly back up.
Was that hard for you though?
Yeah.
Because I feel like COVID really, I mean, that was like literally the craziest time to drop an album.
Yeah, actually, it's funny that you say that, because we released Pain is Power in COVID, and then
Yeah.
we did not get to tour. And then, yeah, and then Chaz's health declined. And then as we were like gearing up to like tour and record again, all of that happened. And then we kept on touring, me, Nick, and Kieran. I feel like it was in Chaz's best interest. I feel like if my memory's correct, he like even told us or asked, he was like, if you guys can keep the ship like pumping. And then me, Nick, and Kieran were like, yeah, like we'll keep touring and we'll keep doing like the thing until you get better, and then come back. And then as you come back, we will start the flow again. Because,
Yeah.
we're friends, I guess. That's what friends do. So,
Give a shout out to Terrence.
yeah, shout out
Yeah.
Terrence. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's actually coming to Australia really soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's coming in January. I'm keen to
Yeah.
see
He
him.
was one of the very first guests on this podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, he's been doing
No
his
way.
thing for, a little over 4 years now online through
Mhm.
socials. Like, I was introduced to the band through his social stuff.
No way.
Yeah, because I mean, he's been
Well, that's
grinding,
awesome.
grinding, grinding. He's like,
100%.
as far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned, one of the hottest free agents in the game. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
if a band was to lock him down, you got to just
Yeah.
dump the bag on him.
Yeah, literally, literally. I think he is in Comeback Kid now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to like ask him, but yeah, he's done like the Acacia Strain, Devil Wears Prada, Great
Yeah.
American Ghost, Chamber, Comeback Kid,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
with you guys.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You know what? Funny story. When we were on tour together, that was when he was trying to figure out his visa process for the Acacia Strain. And I never forget, we were driving to the US consulate, and he's like, all right, it closes at 5 p.m. Like, we have to get there in Toronto or Toronto. And then I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, yeah, cool, cool, cool. So we hop on the highway, and then we take one wrong turn.
No.
and we're like sitting in like legit back to back traffic. Because in the US and like Canada or North America, you guys have like that express lane in the middle thing
Yeah,
that you like pay for. So we
yeah.
just missed the turn on onto that express thing, and we were just stuck on the 4 lanes of bumper to bumper, like nothing, like just not moving. I was pretty like now when I look back at it, it was pretty funny.
Parents, you got to run, man. You just get out of this van,
Yeah,
and just
yeah, yeah.
go,
We
man.
when we got there, when we eventually got to the consulate, he was hitting the legs, bro. He was just like going for it, but he made it. They stayed open an extra 30 minutes for him. If my memory is correct, it was something like he called and he was like, "Hey, like I'm just so stuck in traffic. Like I have everything. I'm just coming like 5 minutes after you close. Is there anything you can do?" And they're
Yeah,
like, "Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. We'll
Everyone
wait for you."
tells us that every day. I
No,
mean,
no, they were nice. No, no, they did it for him.
yeah, I mean, it's like but my girlfriend's in there. Yeah, man. Everyone's girlfriend is in there.
I just need some milk and eggs, and then you come out with a whole trolley. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no, man, he's put me on big time to, not only Justice, but other bands as well, where it's like
Yeah, cool.
the content he puts out is so tight. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. He's
like,
amazing.
do you even like watch some of that? Like, man, my band's tight.
Yeah, yeah. There's a couple of videos from that one where the way that he was hitting the cymbals, I remember we were like in the car watching the video, being like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro? Like that's insane. That's savage behavior." And you know what's crazy? He actually didn't break as many cymbals and sticks as like I thought personally. Like
Yeah.
I would turn around to get like a drink or something while we were playing, and I was like, "You're really hitting those drums." And then like, or they broke and he didn't care and didn't say anything, and I never knew. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, how do you keep your voice fresh on tour? I mean, because I mean, I've seen quite a few videos of you guys performing, and like that has to be hard just to keep that up day after day.
Yeah, I'm kind of like all good these days. I'm not trying to flex or anything, but for the last like few years, I kind of haven't had any problems. Just for the beginning of the tour, I just warm up before each show.
Yeah.
Go to the van, just sit in the van for like 10, 15, 20 minutes. And then by the time you get about a week in, a week and a half in, I can just do 5 minutes before each show. I don't drink. I don't
Okay.
really drink much alcohol at all anymore. Lots of sleep, lots of berries. If you can find like any Celtic salt, like real, like actual Celtic salt is like really good because it holds the moisture in your blood. Like
Yeah.
holds water in your blood. I even sell merch. Like I even talk all day. I really have no problem. But I will say we don't headline in America and Europe. So we only play 30 minutes, 35 minutes. You know what I mean?
For like
Yeah.
the deep tone of what you do, man, like that has to be hard.
Thanks. No,
I mean,
honestly, it used
yeah,
to be, but not anymore. I don't have an answer. I've actually spoken about this with so many people.
yeah.
It's really not a flex. I'm not trying to be like, oh, look at
No, no.
me.
I mean,
I just don't anymore.
I've heard that even like funny enough, like talking at merch is more difficult than
Yes.
doing like yeah, because you're just
You
like,
don't lose your
what do
voice on
you
stage.
want? What do you
Yeah.
want?
Yeah. You don't lose your voice on stage. You lose your voice after and before the show. It's
Yeah.
never from actually singing. You know what I mean? It's always from talking. If you should there's a podcast with Miley Cyrus. I forget who it's with, but if you just like Google Miley Cyrus podcast, she talks about how like I don't know if you ever listen to Miley Cyrus, but she has like a distinct voice change in like 10
Hmm.
years. So like when she was like a super duper pop artist and then now she's like country pop, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't really listen to her. I don't really like know exactly, but it's kind of like
I mean,
that.
you're
There's
allowed to. I mean, that's okay.
Absolutely. But there's like a massive shift in her voice now. And it's because she lost her voice partying after every set. So she did an arena tour and then every night she was losing her voice. And then at the end of the tour, her voice was completely different. Like she was a different voice because she had damaged her throat from talking so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But actually, selling merch in America is really funny because people can't understand what we're saying. So we have to speak in an American accent with like, because there's like a band playing.
Thanks.
Yeah. There's like, no. There's like a band playing, in the background and it's like loud. And then they're like, can I get this in large? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Give them the t-shirt. And then I'm like, is that cash or card? And they're like, what? And I'm like, cash or card? And then they're like, yeah, card. Yeah, 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 yeah. And I'm like, okay, all good. We have to do that a lot, actually.
Yeah, I mean, you know what's funny? I didn't think about it until now, but like the card processing fees and all that
Mm,
stuff, like taxes,
mm.
coming from Australia to here, that has to be even worse.
Yeah, it's you get used to it. The only thing is in Australia, all of your fees are within the price of the product. So
Yeah,
if something's like $50, it includes all of the fees. We have GST, which is a
I love
10%
that.
tax. Yeah, so if something says like $50, you tap your card, it's $50, you know? There's a lot of places now that add the card fee. But I think the Australian government's trying to crack down on it to get people to stop.
Yeah,
But in America, yeah, it's pretty wild. Like I'll like sell a shirt for like $20, and then by the time that they like pay, even if they don't tip, it's like I'm looking at it, it says like 24, and I'm like, whoa. I was like, you didn't ask for this, you know?
yeah. I mean, it's crazy though because you said you're going into the hole quite a bit when you're on tour. It's like, and you come home to your job. It's like, how do you explain that to your family where it's like, hey, we kind of kicked ass overseas, but we're in the hole for a little bit. Is that going to be okay?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like by the end of the tour, you make it back. But when we were having those conversations, we were definitely a lot younger.
Yeah,
So I feel like those conversations were much more forgiving. Like, you know, we didn't have kids, we weren't engaged, you know, we weren't like all living out, you know, like some of us were still living with our parents. You know what I mean? So it's a bit more
yeah. I feel
forgiving. You can do that. You can do that when you're like 20, 21, you know?
fiance gets it though. You're like you're gone for 5 weeks, and it's like okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She does actually, yeah, these
Well, I
days.
mean, it's some people find it harder to be gone. And it's like I didn't realize it'd be this hard. I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, that's happened to us before. There's
Yeah,
people in the band that's yeah, you know, they've gone on tour like, and when I say on tour, I mean not Australia. You know, like
yeah,
gone
yeah, yeah,
overseas, and they've come back, and then their partner's like, I can't do this. Yeah, it's
yeah.
happened.
The I mean, I've seen quite a few FaceTime calls at like 11 o'clock. And like, ah,
Yeah,
I swore I was ready, but I'm not.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
I
It
mean,
happens, man.
it's funny. So speaking of touring, you guys have a pretty deep connection with Kublai Khan.
Yeah, we've been friends
Yeah,
for
I
years.
think I think that's something that most people wouldn't know about the band.
Mm.
I mean, not to mention there's not one but two different Honeycut features on past
Yeah,
materials. Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
I want to say that Guidance from the Pain is uncredited on YouTube. It is, but like, yeah,
Mm.
he has that undeniable vocal,
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
grit where it's like, yeah, that's him.
yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, it
That
was
goes back to
actually
like, yeah, 2016.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We toured together in 2016 with a band called Graves. They're from Australia.
Okay,
They broke up for a bit, but they're back now. It was the opening band. I mean, not locals, but the opening touring bands was Curse Earth. Then it was Justice, and then it was Kublai Khan, and then it was Graves. And I remember at the time I was the biggest Kublai Khan advocate. In like 2015, just like absolutely posting it all over my social media, annoying promoters, like messaging promoters, being like, "You have
hell
to bring
yeah.
out this band." And I never forget, a good friend of ours. His name's Ash. He was actually our booking agent for a bit. He did the tour, gave them the offer, and then told people to not tell me to like not spoil the surprise. And then we got offered the tour, and then as we were in the conversation about the tour, like they dropped the name, and I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" And then by the time the tour came around, I had like forced the band to listen to Kublai Khan, and then yeah, and then we did, you know, we did that tour together. It was like 2 weeks, 3 weeks in Australia. You know, we took them to the Opera House. We have photos like of like all of them. It's actually pretty funny because they look so young. They're
Yeah.
so young in these photos. I mean, so are we. I didn't have a beard, you know. And then yeah, and then we kind of just stayed in touch. And then every time they came to Australia, we went to the show, said hello. We did a couple of tours together after that. Yeah, we've just been friends for ages. And then the first time we were recording an album, we were in Melbourne. Matt was also like Kublai was also in Melbourne. And then we were like, hey, like, do you just want to come drop a line on this song? He was like, yeah, sweet. And he came, did a song. And then the second time, Guidance from the Pain, we were recording Pain is Power while they were recording, is it Absolute? The white and red album. They were downstairs recording that album, and we were upstairs. They were downstairs with Randy, and then we were upstairs with Will. And when we were both recording,
It's
and then we are
insane.
just like, "Yeah, come in." He was like, "Yeah, sweet," and he came in. If you actually go to the last song on that album, there's actually like 10, 15 people on the end of that song. I forget who everyone is, but the song's called Die by the Fire. And then the outro is everyone screaming, "You did nothing." And it's like anyone who was in the studio, we just asked them to come in and they were just screaming into the mic. I think the only person who didn't scream into the mic was Will. Like, I think Randy and Steve did. And then, yeah, there's a whole bunch of voices there.
Is that one of your favorite Kublai Khan related memories, or is there more that you come to mind?
I think one of my favorite memories have to do with more recent times because Nick is now in the band.
Hmm.
And Nick's like, Nick is like one of my best friends in the whole world. So I only really want the best for him. So when we tour together and then when I see him on stage with them and then like the crowd's going crazy or like whatever, I feel like that they're better core memories for me because I feel like, he's my best friend. I only want him to, like, I don't really know how to articulate these words, but I just want him to, succeed, I guess. And I'm watching him succeed. So they're
That's
better
your boy right
memories
there,
for me.
man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So that makes me more happy than any other core memory.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like that might have been an interesting discussion because, like, yeah, I mean, he's in Kublai Khan right now, who, they're on fire.
Mm-mm,
They have a million followers on or monthly listeners on Spotify.
mm-mm, yeah.
You guys are about to like explode, when this album finally drops. I mean, two actively banging bands. I mean, that's not easy to juggle at all.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, we just have an Excel sheet.
And
We just
Excel,
put in the dates, like like a Google sheet. So it's like the Excel thing.
yeah.
So we just share one.
Okay, so you share it versus like,
Yeah. It's literally like it's actually really easy. It's actually really funny because at the beginning I was like, this might be like a little bit difficult. And then I hit up their manager and then they were just like, oh, here's the Excel sheet. And I was like,
not even a
every
calendar, but an
yeah, like we
Excel
don't
sheet.
even need to talk. Yeah, yeah, like we don't even need to talk about it. Like it's literally just there. So I'll be like, oh, can we do this? And I'll go have a look and I'll be like, okay, like we can, but we have like Nick can't play. Like, what do you guys want to do? You know? Yeah.
And what does that look
Or
like
it's the
though? It's
other
like
way.
if he doesn't want to, if he can't tour with you guys still rip it or
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kieran just plays guitar. And
okay,
then we just get a friend to play bass. But I think we want to like stop doing that. I don't really know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's hard. It's a hard when
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
have too many moving pieces at one time. It's like this is too much.
Yeah, for sure. And also I just feel bad like asking a mate to fill in
Yeah,
um consistently, you know what I mean? We still pay our friends. It's just
yeah,
more
of
like
course.
just hey, can you drop like 5 weeks of your like life and come because we're older now and we're not like 20, 19, 18 anymore, so when you ask a friend to come on tour, it's like they also have a life.
Yeah, of course. I mean, people
Yeah,
are engaged now, and it's like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's like no amount of money can like pay for that. You know
mhm,
what I mean? It's like it's a priceless thing. It's not like they're like, hey, like I own my own business and I do this thing that
mhm.
only I specifically do. So I'm like, hey, like if we offer you triple the money, like does that solve anything? And they're like, no, like
No,
I need to be there. Like I'm the guy. Yeah. So
no, and I get it's insane. Like, I mean, you constantly renegotiate what makes sense as you get older,
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
and like you never would think that'd be the case, but it's like it just is. So like being gone for 5 weeks is like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah. It's a
But
long
yeah, I mean,
time.
are you guys excited to come back to the States? Like, hopefully soon.
Yeah. We actually love touring America. We actually think it's the best. It's actually probably one of the easiest ones. Yeah, we actually, yeah, can't wait. We talk about it all the time, actually.
Yeah, because I realized like I didn't realize you guys have been here for 3 or 4 tours, but
Mm.
you just haven't played Portland. Because I was like,
Portland,
Oregon.
we played one time.
Did you really?
Yeah, we played one time on the Left to Suffer. Left us. It's the one that Terrence was on.
Shoot.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know.
I
Yeah,
might have
yeah.
missed that.
Ooh. That's
So
all right, bro.
Terrence, funny enough, Terrence and I have this like back and forth. Like we never quite see each other, but like he's out with Comeback Kid, miss each
Mm-hmm.
other. He just
Mm-hmm.
played Comeback Kid with a Warp Tour in DC, missed each other again.
True.
He was filling in for Great American Ghost in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't bump into him there, even though I was like,
Whatever.
like literally feet away from him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's isn't that funny how that works out?
Yeah, literally, yeah.
maybe it's just me, man. It's too much of a pussy to like say anything like,
Yeah,
"Hey, what's up, man? It's me from the internet. Like, what's up?"
yeah. No, you just gotta
Like,
grab him, bro. He's
yeah,
friendly.
he's the best. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, in real life, it's kind of a fun. Isn't that something? It's
Yeah, yeah.
like,
For sure.
but no, man, it's a good time to be a fan of this band. Like, you guys have been
Thanks.
blowing up over the last like few years. You know, kind of like moved out of the COVID
Uh,
situation, and yeah, album number 3 comes out next week.
yeah.
And
Can't
it feels like it kind of crept up on us though too, where it's like it feels like it comes out later this year, but it's not.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, have you guys talked about distribution rights for the states at all? Like just
Mm.
having someone kind of rally behind it here.
Distros in like in store, or do you
Yeah,
mean
yeah, just
in
like
store? I don't
yeah.
think we're like, in all honesty, I truly don't think we're big enough to run that.
Okay.
Like to have our stuff out and about, like just in shops, maybe independent places, not like, because America's so big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? America might be our biggest market, but percentage wise, like that, like if we have like 100,000 fans in America, 350 million people in America, you know what I mean? Which makes the stat like still a little bit smaller.
Yeah. I'm
But
curious though
if
for analytics wise, like what are the cities that really go off the hardest for you guys?
according to all of our streaming services, the top cities in America are like Chicago,
Mhm.
a couple in Texas, I don't remember. And then one random one that always comes up is, I forget the name, but there is a random one, like truly, like I don't even know where it is.
Salt Lake City
And
or something?
then, but there's like Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah.
That's a big. We played like 2 really good shows there, so I feel like that's why. And then a few places on the East Coast, kind of like the New York area. And then LA.
Okay, cool. I mean,
Yeah.
that's always cool for me, like to figure out like where the markets are that are kind of popping, especially for bands that are kind of coming up, like you guys are.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I personally didn't see it correlate too much to the shows,
Yeah,
in all honesty. Because it could just be people that listen to the music but don't go to shows. You know, that's
interesting.
really, it's actually really, really interesting. I can actually look at it right now. Let me quickly
Because
have
it's
a
funny
look.
because like looking at like even the merch store for the US side, like there's so much that's missing. Like if I wanted to go and grab one of the old like Reaper shirts, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
tough, can't do it,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Number one
Which
is Chicago.
okay,
Number two is Toronto. Number three is Dallas, Denver, and then Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte, Montreal, Canada, and then Phoenix, Atlanta, Houston, Philly, Detroit, Minneapolis, Columbus, Seattle,
nice. Okay,
and San Antonio.
so we got a Seattle up in there. We got some
Yeah,
Pacific Northwest love in here.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sick. But yeah, I mean, we're looking at like, you know, a modest number for monthly listeners. I'm wondering, is that like a worldwide metric? Is that just like what I'm seeing in the States?
Monthly listeners is worldwide.
Okay. Okay.
What
So
you
we're
see?
looking like, what's your biggest goal for the next like cycle coming up here? Just kind of 10x it or
Kind of like as time goes on, I'd say in the next couple of years, I think our goal is more so to write and produce more music. And I'd love to get that number a little bit higher. Not because I necessarily like have a personal goal. It's just a little bit hard to negotiate when you're from Australia
Mhm.
because you're such a small fish. So when you come to speak to labels or booking agents or anything like that, like they just look at you and they're like, you know, like what's 50,000 listeners to us? Like nothing. Cause in America, it's
Yeah.
like a fraction. But in Australia, like there's probably only 10, 15,000 people like max out of that 50,000, you know, and the rest is like majority America, UK, and Germany, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
And it hurts so bad to see bands come over here and like just flop.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen it happen before, but it also happens like when people come to Australia too.
Yeah.
I
Oh, really?
wouldn't
Okay.
lie. Yeah, yeah. Like, especially when they like kind of jump the gun or like a booking agent really likes them. So they think it would do really well. And then they come and then it doesn't. And the tickets are like $80,
Yeah.
you know, because they're going to need to make back the cost. It just doesn't like work out well.
And I've seen even just like recently, like numbers, like tickets are super cheap. And then it's like, hey, how many tickets did this package sell recently?
Yeah.
75.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's
It happens.
no. That's so bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would be stoked.
I mean,
I'd be
but
over the moon. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
yeah, no, but are you guys looking to do strictly support for next year or
We don't know. I
I
have
wasn't
no
sure if there's
idea.
like any sort of like sit down meetings that happen with management or.
No, I think the best thing would be to do some supports.
Yeah.
Probably need to do a full US tour, but we need to apply for the visas again.
Okay.
So that's like a whole like 3 month process.
Yeah. If you're fantasy booking a tour, like who are you hoping to hop on with? Like maybe like an Alpha Wolf or a Polaris or.
In the States,
Yeah, why not?
would definitely probably be Knock Loose.
Okay, yeah,
We
that would be
toured with
sick.
them one time. We toured Europe together one time. They're awesome. I love their music. They're lovely people. And yeah, they're just awesome. I love watching them every night. So they'd probably be like number one. I really love Nails. I love Nails. They don't tour as much, but they've done like a lot of stuff recently, actually. I love Dying Fetus, Incendiary, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe that would be my package. My dream all time package would probably look something like that. Probably.
you know what a package would look. It would, I can see you guys touring really well with Movements.
Really?
Yeah,
Sure.
there's no. Yeah, because I mean they're iron hot right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean and that's been a band that's been cooking for such a long time.
Yeah, for ages. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're coming to Australia really soon, actually, with Piece of
good.
Mail. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're finally like they're selling out like the biggest venues in the city like
Oh
before we
wow.
even get. Yeah, oh, yeah, and like it's funny looking back at old like memories. Like oh, here they are playing to 150 people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now they're playing the same song to 1,500.
Oh wow, that's so
Yeah,
cool.
it's like a 10-year swing.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's what you want.
Yeah,
That's
of
why you keep
course.
doing it.
I mean, but like I said, like, it's crazy where COVID really feels like kind of a time suck where,
Mm,
you drpped this album in 2020,
mhm.
and then now you're finally releasing another one just now in 2025.
Yeah.
Does it feel like 5 years has passed?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
In all honesty, like yes, like because when I look back in between, I'm like, oh, we did this tour, we did this festival, we played this show, and I was like, oh, that was 2022, oh, that was 2023. So it kind of makes you realize, but in all other ways, no, not at all. It's like a blink of an eye.
Yeah, because you came into the studio with Will, like, what, mid-2019?
Yeah,
Yeah.
mid to
So, I
late,
mean, like,
like September-y.
what was it like working with him for the first time?
It was good, actually. Everything was really good. It was really funny. We actually, he was like, yeah, all the lyrics suck. Do you mind rewriting it all? Like, yeah, sure. Yeah, sweet.
Oh
And we
my
did.
god.
Yeah. That's kind of the brutal truth that you really want, I guess.
Yeah, of course.
He was like, some of the topics are good. He was like, the actual, like, what you're trying to say is really good. He's like, but how you're saying it is not good. And he's like, it doesn't make sense. He's like, the music is mature, but the lyrical content is not mature. So we have to match those two. It was cool. It was really good. We actually ended up spending 3 days writing like 15, 20 stories. And
Yeah.
we all went off into different rooms because we had our own rooms. So we weren't in the main studio for the first 2 weeks. We were in
Yeah.
a studio in Rockaway. We would like write little novels, like little like stories, and then we would write like the headline, and then we would write little like fictional stories. Some of them were real, like a lot of them were real, and a lot of them were made up. And I'd say the album is pretty half, maybe.
Yeah.
I would say, no, I'd say like 60, 70% real, and then like 30%. Some of them are just stories that we've made that are influenced by things in our lives. Like, it's not like I'm saying like there's a dragon flying in the sky and, King Arthur is riding his horse. It's nothing like that. But,
Which, if you
yeah.
wanna do that, I mean, go off, but
Yeah, yeah, go off, King. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, yeah. But for us, and then we pick like the top 12 songs and then the top 12 lyrical like content, and then we like matched them to each other. So it was like, oh,
yeah.
this song kind of sounds like this, and it kind of sounds like this story. So let's do those two together, and then we matched it all together. That was all Will, actually, and then we just went from there. We just kept doubling down on the writing, and then it's awesome.
I
Yeah,
mean, to me, like, I mean, yeah, the instrumentally, the band goes off. I mean, you and I are on the same page with that. Like, I feel like
yeah,
lyrically, though, you guys do something that I think our scene really needs. Like,
yeah. Okay, yeah.
I would fit you guys very much into, like,
Thanks.
the I don't know, like, kinda like where Hatebreed's at,
Okay, yeah, yeah,
where
yeah.
it's
I
like
feel you.
Yeah, where it's like kind of like heavy music, but like with Tony Robbins inspired like, positivity.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah,
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 it's like
yeah.
on a macro lens, it's like push through it, bite down,
Yeah, yeah,
move
yeah.
through what you're doing. But it's also like on the other side of the coin, it's also like warnings or if like if you mess around, you're gonna find out.
Yeah, there's a lot of that too. There's a lot of I feel like a lot of it also comes from everyone's like personal struggle
Mhm.
growing up, I guess. There's a lot of things that we write that are like very real and so real to the point where like we don't really even like talk about it in the studio sometimes. Like on the new album, there's a couple of songs where it's kind of like this story is so real. Like we've all read the lyrics. Like I haven't, like, because we don't, there's not one person that writes all the lyrics. Like we all write
Yeah.
everything. So I will look at the lyrics and I'll be like, okay, I'm not going to like ask. Like I know what this is about because I know you as a person. Like, this is crazy that you've written about this. And that's what makes it real, it makes it genuine. And then I guess the other songs, the uplifting songs, are almost like the backhand of those stories. I guess it's like it's something that we do subconsciously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we will write something about how bad like life is, but then like, what's the lesson from that? And then we write that on the other side, I guess.
It's like an action
Yeah.
movie almost, like, where it's like things are really, really dire, and then, like, you always kind of end on a high note.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you could look at it that way for sure.
Sure, I mean, it may not be
Yeah.
the perfect analogy, but,
No, no, I'm with you. Yeah.
but no, man, I it's funny because like, you can go so many different places with the band. I mean, you can go more gym-inspired merch, you can have, gym inspiration videos backtrack to the band. I mean, you can do all
Yeah, yeah,
sorts. I mean, there's a
yeah.
lot of money to be made with this band.
Yeah, 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 the marketing of all that shit, yeah,
Dude,
for
and, like,
sure.
that's my thing. I've seen so many different comments online where it's like, "Holy like, this band kills. Why
Yeah.
haven't I heard of this band before?"
Yeah, yeah.
Like, why do you think that is? Like
We just don't have a US label. It's just really, like, as simple as that. We're just doing everything ourselves,
Mhm.
and there's just so many people around the world outside of Australia, and Australia is just so small.
Yeah.
Like, comparatively, like, we have, like, 26 million people, and then, like, even the UK has, like, 60 million people. You know what I mean? That's more than double Australia in, like, a tiny island, so it's, like, a very big difference.
Yeah, I think I mean, honestly, I love the fact that you're willing to hang out because, I mean, it's more of an awareness issue too, where it's like, I gotta let people know, like, this band goes off and you're gonna love
Thanks, man.
it. And, I mean, yeah, I mean, I feel like maybe you're more of a private person. Is that
Yeah,
accurate?
possibly, yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like we all are, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Like, we're not really that big on posting our lives on the internet, like video, content and stuff. I know it's important. I'm not saying that social media is not important. Like, I'm very well aware of how important it is, to being a band. But like, yeah, one of us has a kid, getting
Yeah.
married, like it's just life goes on, I guess. But we do try. I'm not saying we don't try. Like, I'm not ignorant to the concept or we're not ignorant to like it.
No, no, because I was looking, I was like, "Man, he hasn't done a lot of interviews over the last, like,
Yeah,
couple
no.
years," which is like,
No, no,
again,
no.
from 1, I'm honored, but, like, 2, I'm gonna start that engine, baby. I'm gonna we'll see if we can get you on other stuff too and, like, let this, album really cook.
Thanks.
Because I mean, again, but the more people know, the more money you guys make,
Yeah,
which,
yeah, yeah.
you know
The
and
wheel keeps
ultimately
turning.
yeah, and ultimately, again, it's the overall message of the band where it's like, you guys make music to kinda help people get through what they're going through,
Yeah,
which is huge.
yeah.
Do you ever think about that at all? Like, where what you're doing is a pretty big deal in that way? Like, you help people not turn the lights off, essentially.
Yeah, I think it's something that we get constantly reminded, especially when we play shows or we receive a DM from someone or something like that. It's a really beautiful thing, and it's a reminder of like why we really do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just
I mean,
answering your question there.
no, of course. I mean, like, for someone that maybe, like, throwing boxes at midnight, on a floor 5 days a week, having a song like that it can rally behind is huge.
Yeah, I hope so.
I mean,
That's the
goodness gr
goal.
yeah. I mean, coming back to working with Will a second time
Mm.
on this record, how would you say that you have kind of evolved as a writer or musician since the last one?
Just better,
Yeah.
probably in every way. Yeah. No specifics really, just better in every way. The writing, the lyrics, the way everything was made. The hardest part was definitely picking singles because we kind of felt like there's 12 singles on the album. There's 14 songs, but we cut two. Yeah, it's really good. We actually really struggled. That was the hardest part. But that's because we feel like we sharpened our tools like so well. And then when we came into the studio, we were like, yeah, like we're ready to go. And then when we were like, I remember there was a couple of days in the studio where we would like come in, like we'd wake up early and we'd come into the room and I'd be sitting there with Kieran and I just press play like on the track, like like the album's like one file, you know what I mean? So I just press play and it
Yeah.
just plays through. And I'd like turn around to him and I'd be like, this is a single. And then we like get to the next song and I'd be like, maybe this is the one. And then we'd get to the next song and I'd be like, okay, we have a problem. Like I can't differentiate which one, you know what I mean? So I guess it's a good sign, I guess, of us.
That's a great problem to have.
Yeah, yeah, of us like sharpening our tools. But it's subjective, Some people
Yeah.
might be like, this album sucks. So
I
yeah.
mean, you know, you can't hit everyone.
Exactly, yeah. So
But I
true.
mean, those 2 songs that you cut, I mean, could those be included on, like, maybe a deluxe issue next year or
I think we would re-record it and
okay.
or like do the vocals separately and then send it and get it remixed by Will and Steve.
Okay, were they demos or
No. Like one of them, the vocals weren't finished, and the other
okay.
one, the lyrics, we couldn't really hit it the way we wanted to. Like
Okay.
we did lyrics and we were like, these are good, but it's not where we really want it to be.
Yeah, I hear that. Okay, so with you being more dialed in on the lyric writing process, just kind of
Mm.
being at a higher level, like, was there anything else that you maybe, like, learned this time around with Will or
I feel like using words and tonality, maybe being a little bit more scarce on swearing, not in a sense of like don't swear in your songs, but giving
yeah.
it a little bit more impact. And I would probably also say like not really being afraid of keeping the lyrical content very raw, like I feel like that's something that we really developed on this album. It's actually kind of funny. It doesn't really come across too much in the singles.
Mm,
I feel like once the album comes out and people read the lyrics, they'll be like, oh, true. Like there's a couple on there that are like, yeah. Like the only thing we're not doing is maybe saying someone's name, you know, for
yeah.
like two of the songs. But it's pretty there.
Damn, okay. But what's, like, the swearing thing, like, could you go more into that? Like, there was a conversation with Will where it's like, maybe don't lean as much into that or
No, it actually wasn't a convo. It was
okay.
more like he came in, like as we were like recording it all, he was like, I feel like something's missing a little bit for the impact here. And then he would like replay and he'd be like, oh, just say the F word.
Oh, okay,
Like,
okay.
just be like, say the F word into this part and then like change it up a little bit to kind of like give it like a bit of attitude or something like that. Just like really basic small things that we weren't thinking about. At least I'm actually thinking more about myself here, not more as the band, because as we're recording the vocals, a lot changes too. So like I'll record the vocals and then as we're recording them, I'd be like, this isn't working as good as we thought it would. Let's try this instead. And then like, okay, this is a lot better, you know?
Yeah. And then, with the album, I think you got just 1 guest vocal with Taylor, or is that it? Is
There's
there more to
two.
come? There's 2.
No,
Okay.
there's two. Yeah. So we have Taylor, and then we have Andreas so he plays in Throne. He plays
Yeah.
guitar in Throne, but he actually, I don't know, this may be fun fact for anyone who is a Throne fan, but he actually played guitar. Sorry, played vocals in a band called No Omega. They're from Sweden, like where they're from. They're amazing. They're an amazing band. It's a band that we've listened to for ages. Actually, that band really shaped our sound for a while. And we did that Counterparts tour in Europe. It was Counterparts, Justice and Throne. It was like an undersell tour they did in Europe, and we just did it with them. And it was one night we were on stage and I was like, no, it wasn't me, sorry. Nick was watching them play and he was like, man, that voice sounds really familiar. And then he came and got me the next day and he was like, can you like listen? Like, have you listened to the guitar player scream into the microphone? And then the show after that, we like watched. And I was like, that is the singer of No Omega. And they're from Sweden. So like it makes sense. And then after like the third or fourth show, I remember me and Nick, or maybe it was just Nick, I don't remember. We went up to him and we were like, so did you have a band before this? And he was like, oh yeah, like it kind of like didn't work. And we were like, is it No Omega? And he's like, yeah. We're like, dude, yeah, we love that band. Like we love you. Like me and Nick would like watch videos of them playing like all the time. We still listen to their records like to this day. And then when we were on that tour, I remember Nick was like, whenever we record the next album, he's like, let's get him. And I was like, yeah, sweet, 100%. And then he dropped a couple of lines in a song called Writhing Massive Liars. It's the second last song of the album.
Yeah. I was going to ask which song that was because, yeah,
Yeah.
you dropped 1, 2, 3, 4
Yeah.
off the 12, which is, I mean, how long is the album? Is it just over 30 minutes like the last one or?
It's 30 minutes, yeah.
Oh my God.
It's like almost on the dot 30.
Bro, you got like, okay, hear me out here. So I'm assuming you work out.
Yeah.
Dude, so you got Pain is Power, Stay Relentless, back to back. That's an hour of cardio. Boom,
That's it,
boom,
mate.
I'm out. That might be the most effective way to drive those
Maybe.
Spotify Wrapped streams up to the roof.
Yeah.
I mean, what's your personal preference for cardio? Is it stairs? Is it elliptical or?
Well, I love a good walk and
Okay.
a run.
Wait, incline or?
Yeah, incline, yeah. Been doing a lot of Stairmaster recently. My missus has been forcing me to do it.
God.
I fucking hate it, man.
Is it like a
Jesus
slow creep? Are we doing like, we getting pumped
Just
up?
normal, getting pumped up. I do like 10 minutes and I'm like, yo, get me out of
so
here.
have you ever tried the Jacob's ladder?
No, what's that?
Okay, so it's like a belt you attach to your hip and then it goes as fast as you go. So it like keeps your pace.
Really?
Dude, you do 10 minutes of that and you are shot.
What, are you sprinting?
Well, you can, or you can go really slow and like it's never ending.
Is that the treadmill that's kind of like a wavy thing and then I see people like sprinting on it? Is it that one?
Oh, it's like an incline ladder. So it's
Oh
like
my
an
God, that's
endless
crazy.
ladder. If you go on
That's
YouTube
wild.
and like you type in Jacob's ladder cardio or something, then it'll pop up. It's
God,
so
I'll do it right
sick.
now.
Because like they're expensive as hell, dude. They're like, thousands and thousands of dollars. Yeah,
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
It's $6,500.
Yeah, which probably translates what, like $5,000 in these states? Because Aussie dollar is what, higher?
Yeah, it's even different now. It's actually a lot.
Yeah,
Oh my God. It's just like a crazy treadmill.
Yeah, it was popping when we first got it into the gym, and then like no one touches it now.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's funny because you ever go on like TikTok and whatnot, just kind of in your own time?
Mhm.
There's a series like someone had taken the Jacob's ladder and like wrote their own PR time up above it, and then someone came
God.
right behind them and like edged them out and wrote their time.
Oh my
So they're just
God.
going back and forth of like not even talking to each other, just like doing these like passive aggressive notes of like,
That's
yeah, try
crazy.
this, try this.
That is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Because I'm so competitive when it comes to like my own. Like I can squeeze, this many calories out of this hour.
Yeah.
And you're if you don't hit that, you're done. Like you suck
I know.
so
you feel
much.
like you didn't accomplish it. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I feel that. Yeah.
And then like do you do any sort of like lifting split or?
Yeah, I do actually more of a traditional 4-5 day a week split. So I'll do Monday, or like I don't do actually Monday, Tuesday, but I'll just say it anyway. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday split. I'll do more traditional like arms and shoulders and then into back Tuesday and then Thursday legs, Friday chest. And then I'll generally try and do 10,000 steps every day, a bit of running every now and again and lots of sprinting. But I won't lie, I haven't done that for like 2 months.
Yeah, I get that. I mean,
I haven't done.
it comes in waves.
My steps been a problem,
dude. I've taken a break in the last like couple weeks. I just moved.
Okay,
and,
nice.
It's like you have more stuff than you think, and like you're just putting stuff together, and the gym is a little bit farther out than it used to be, so it's more of a to do. And so yeah, just kind of getting back in the rhythm of things. Like okay, now it looks like this routine is fun.
It's good. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
just
mean, it's
not getting steps in. It's my biggest problem. And especially when it rains, like it's winter here now.
oh my god.
Yeah. So when it's like
That's right, I
raining,
forgot about
yeah.
that.
So when it's like raining here, it's kind of like, oh, well, I got to go to the gym to go on the treadmill because it's pouring down rain. So sometimes you just a little bit lazy. You just do like 5,000 steps and go home, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at getting like an old, like, Peloton bike, because like,
Yeah. Yeah.
those are,
Yeah.
like well, because like, no one wants them anymore.
Mhm, mhm,
Because
mhm.
COVID, like, they went through the roof,
They're so
and
expensive.
everyone wanted one.
Mhm.
And then I talked to a friend, and I was like, "Hey, you can just ride it. You don't have to have, like, the program for it, right?" He goes, "Oh, yeah." I'm like, "That's all I need. That's all I
Oh,
need.
nice. Yeah. Sweet.
Just
With
give
a
me,
screen.
a YouTube, set,
Yeah.
and we're good."
10 out of 10.
Yeah. But, cool, man. Like, it's been about an hour. Yeah, the album drops next week, and
Yeah.
then is there a song that hasn't dropped yet that you were most excited for people to hear?
Yeah. There's one song called Shattered.
Okay.
Shattered is the first three songs. The first song, the second song is a single, and then the third song is Every Lie You've Spoken. So I'd
Mhm.
probably say those two and Shattered are my favorite. And then one song that we played live, it's called Writhing Massive Lies, the one that has the feature. That's actually, yeah, it's such a banger. Yeah, I just said four songs.
Which is great. I mean
Yeah, that's the problem, right?
right. Okay,
Yeah.
so for someone who is, like, a heavy music fan and is
Mhm,
checking out the band for the first time,
mhm.
what would you say, like, 3 songs are that you would show them first?
Probably Built to Be Broken.
Okay.
Probably Shattered. And then I'd actually probably go with maybe like The House You Built Is Burning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the same because, like, that was the first song that I had noticed through our boy
Cool.
Jarrett's.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, and then, with the merch store, is that gonna be, updated with more stuff in the near future as far as the US side goes?
Yeah, yeah. The US one should get an update this year before Christmas.
Okay.
And then right now we just have a revamp for our Australian store after the album comes out. And yeah, that's pretty
Okay.
much it.
Yeah, because it's, like, one of those things where it's like, I would love to pick up some of these shirts, but, like, y'all are out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Which is like, I mean, pre-orders are available. Let's keep that in mind. They're available for like what, 6 more days?
Yeah, pre-order's actually done. It's just the websites need to be updated. So right now on all the online stores, like what you see is like that's it. So
Yeah. So if you're
if something's
listening
sold
right
out,
now, just jump on it because especially if you're, small or I don't know. I'd imagine you guys sell a lot of like large and XLs
yeah,
typically.
yeah, lots of big boys.
Yeah. Big
Yeah,
guns, big dogs.
yeah.
Okay. Like, yeah. I mean, any other merch that you want to drop on us that hasn't been announced? I mean, I guess a foam finger would be tight, but that's not coming.
A
What about a pool noodle?
pool noodle.
Dude, hear me out.
That's
I saw the
crazy.
Acacia strain play Worcester with the Ghost Inside,
Yeah,
and Vincent throws out all these pool noodles into the crowd,
so funny.
and the crowd is just going wild, just
That's
wailing on
crazy.
each other for these things.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
Maybe that's not a bad shout, honestly. But
yeah. I
it all
mean,
depends.
it can't be expensive either.
Yeah, it might not be, honestly.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
whatever makes money, I suppose.
I guess so.
Okay, so the album drops in a week. You guys are touring locally a little bit, I would assume.
Mm.
And then you guys are kind of waiting to see what kind of offers come through for next year?
At the moment, yeah. We have an Australian headline for the album booked.
Yeah.
It's in January. We're going to announce that soon. So I guess if you're listening, here's the heads up. I think we want to try and do Asia. Um, and yeah, then head back to Europe, America, UK.
So 2026 is going to be a big year for Justice.
Yeah, hopefully.
So everyone needs to buy in right now. If you do
Fucking
later,
F.
it's fine too. But now would be the
Whenever's
time.
fine.
Yeah.
Whatever's good for you.
Get your credit card, get your dollar bills out, support the cause. But yeah, anything else you kind of want to drop in before we kind of call it
No,
a
that's
day?
it. Yeah, I think we
Nice.
covered it all.
Cheers, man. Hold on, give me 1 second here.
No worries.